because I moved back to my
you
uni
need
house
to
and all,
change
I moved all my equipment and everything, so it like all changed. So I tell you what, this is just 100% production quality here. You couldn't get any better. Oh boy. Well, there's actually a big fight turning out right now, actually, and actually it looks like very well done. That's a really good result there for Hera, actually. Pulled out very well back, actually. Killed all his scouts, pretty much. Lost a couple of his own, but he's now got the map control back in his favor, it looks like. And, it's actually...
But
okay,
Hera's going to be really late on the ranges, whereas Emin's always got the ranges built, archers coming out and blacksmith. So I don't think Hera will have that map control for long. But he's got until Emin gets more archers out, he's going to have the stronger army, and Emin's losing archers for very little gain at this point.
Yeah, I'm just moving my microphone to be a little bit closer to me, so it doesn't sound like I'm far away. Like, it's actually a big difference on the mic quality, apparently. Anyway, so now it looks like Hera's returning the favor right now towards Emin's, but actually losing a few good scouts of his own. Ooh, wasn't that great to be fair. But now it's like Emin's switching into the archer front right now. Got two, going to bring that third archery range down just now. What is Hera up to? It's actually got. Well, let me actually just do the scroll speed as well.
Yeah. I think Emin has got a much better position because he's actually got the resources to go to the Castle Age whilst having more military units and 3 ranges. Well, more or less resources to Castle Age. So he's going to have crossbowmen so much faster, and he's going to have more archers out as well. So it's looking pretty dangerous for Hera at this point. Yeah, Emin clicking up to the Castle Age. Hera's still doing wheelbarrow at this point, and he's got 175 food. And you know that big hill in front of Hera's base. If Emin gets on there with just crossbows, mangonel, and Hera's stuck in the feudal age for a few minutes, it could be spell real trouble for Hera.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. Interesting enough, but Hera's doing scale binding armor, so there's no way he's sticking around for to go to Castle Age. He's actually just committing full on towards the feudal age plane. It's actually really dangerous. I don't like the look of this at all whatsoever. I mean, all Emin's got to do is just literally sit back for a little bit with those archers, get the crossbow up, and then that's it. Off he goes.
Second stable as well for Hera.
Oh, it's too late.
It's really unlike. Or yeah, he was later with all of his military production after the initial scouts. Emin had the ranges before, like 2 ranges and a blacksmith before Hera built a range, I think, and it's just had less military and is about to be out-teched. Like if you're gonna go all in, you've got to go all in before you get way behind, and But equally, if he stayed at home and just tried to kind of defend a bit, the position would have been quite untenable because Emin was just going to be attacking downhill with crossbows and mangonels for 2 or 3 minutes while he was in feudal age. So it's a bit of a catch-22. And I think we've just seen like a bit of a comeback from Hera in the previous game, but it's going to have to be a bigger comeback in this game for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's for sure. And it's very difficult for Hera to press right now. Look, he's just sitting right in between that two. And yeah, Hera just GG'd. He just knows that he just cannot compete in this difference here. Very quick game, but actually well played by Emin. Actually, obviously this game was a bit marred by our technical issues, so I can't really give a conclusive answer to the problems that Hera had. But he was just late with everything. I think maybe perhaps the earlier pressure that he was under, or something.
Well,
I'm not too sure.
I think walling played a part. I think Harris once again spent more time walling. His wood line was idled somewhat because he only had 3 villages on his right-hand lumber camp at the start of feudal age when he'd got 5 on the left, so he'd only got 8 villas on wood to start off with, and he'd spent a lot of wood on walling. It meant he couldn't build the ranges early enough. Meanwhile, Emin just had a kind of like, I'm not going to say perfect because I wasn't paying that much attention to whether it was perfect in every detail, but he pushed in a lot of deer, and then he just kind of executed the kind of classical make a few scouts and then add a bunch of archers that you see from Huns. And with the deer, he just went to Castle Age, and Hera never had any deer whilst he'd been wasting loads of resources. So he's just behind, and he's experienced enough to know he's dead, I think, and that's why we see fast GG.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Yeah, look at his stats as well, like double the gold intake for Emin, but of course he was going to the archery. Does that also kind of explains it? But generally wise, he's also explaining it all there. That's my phone. Right. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The good thing is, well, oh god, I'm just saying play again. Oh god, I'm such a klutz. Oh god.
So apparently Hera is just going to go for a quick snack, so we're going to have
That's
a couple of minutes break.
I
So I
mean,
shall just
good because
do
it now
that.
gives me the time to put up all the stuff and everything.
Yeah,
So let me just put up the
get
Clan
that
Master
production quality up.
Invitational overlay, and I'll quickly change it.
Good lad.
What a lad I am! So, promoting a tournament that's already finished, but that's how I roll.
Well, look, I can quickly try and link you the Huns
No,
one.
I
We
think
can
I've
work
got it,
together on
haven't
this.
I? No, I don't,
Well,
I
you haven't
don't have
streamed
it.
any Huns, so you probably don't.
No, I haven't. So we'll keep up this one for sure, right? It looks great. Whilst you're looking at
I'll get
that, I'll quickly do the scoreboard, the Voobly Live icon. Um,
scoreboard's the most essential, I think.
oh yeah, yeah, of course. Score, flags, players, all that business. Yeah, man. Last one I did was apparently unforeseen consequence versus old men. Great, right? So it's
When was that? Like
that was
June
like
2014?
yeah, yeah, something like that. I'm not even kidding. Um,
Yeah.
Hera
I'll be back in 1 minute.
versus what's his face? Emin. That's the guy. That's the dude. Flag one. I think this is for Hera. He's Canadian. Oh, Canada. See, my singing is amazing, guys. You see, Canada, and then Turkey. Turkey Christmas. Oh my God, how was everyone's Christmas whilst we're waiting? I had a great Christmas. That's why I haven't been like streaming much. I was at home doing lots of work as well. Like I'll be doing still, but uh, oh my God, stupid flag. Fix it for me, please. There we go. Wait, there we go. See, production quality, guys. It's production quality. This needs to be changed in font as well. What's my font size for this? 36, and that is 36. Oh, it's just the sizing needs to be different as well. Boom. Emin can just slide along a little bit. Needs to go down a notch as well. Otherwise I get told off. Nope. Down a notch. There we go. That looks great. And the score is actually not 3-1. It's actually 1-1. So, got to change that too. All these changes, bro. I know I've actually got like a software or something that should actually do it a lot easier than this, but I'm just too lazy for this point to even think about it. Hera, Emin. Oh, is it go? Oh God, I haven't got log. Run. Can I do this to fast? I've got plenty of time actually. I got to do their things.
Yep. They haven't launched, and there's still be a 90-second spec delay after that.
That flag a little bit more. Oh yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? Flag 2, boom. I feel like it's like that. Like you can like what's that TV show that was Tim Allen, wasn't it? I can't remember what it was.
I have
Like
no idea.
oh, what was it? Like it was like that. I can't remember now. It was like that family sitcom thing. That was just like it's not even 2-1, is it? It's 1-1.
I love how Hera was unforeseen consequences because you could almost imagine him in that team anyway, considering it was like a half Canadian team.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm actually good, except for the stream overlay, of course. It's it's not Legacy of the Huns. No, sorry, no, it is Legacy of the Huns. It's not Clan Masters. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, save image. Full screen overlay tournaments. There we go. Legacy of the Huns overlay.
Players still haven't launched the game yet,
Oh,
so
you see, look at this. I'm just too cool for school.
yeah, good Clan Masters overlay. Didn't I just send you the?
Yeah. I'm
Huns
fixing.
one?
I was doing all the other things before you sent it to me. I had it under control. I think.
Oh, Taft even posted it in the chat. If anyone wants a VB official overlay, the
Yeah,
desktop
have that.
background, just go for it. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty nice picture. I can imagine a lot of the Hun addicts in the community will just love
Boom!
that as
I
their
did it.
desktop background.
I'm good. I haven't got
Tony
any
will probably
event
put that
settings
as his
though.
desktop background now.
I haven't got any event settings, so you guys have to do without it. I mean, obviously, it's pretty clear enough at this point on it. I think personally, but that's just being harsh. I shouldn't be like that. Oh, actually, I don't know why I just put my phone away. My phone is now my stream chat. It's like because my PC's so poor, I can't run a stream chat and a stream running at the same time. Unlike some people in this room. Oh wait, that's not you at SMV. You can't run a stream. I shouldn't be
Great,
laughing
Milani.
at
Team spirit. Team spirit, yeah.
but no, we're great team spirit. Oh, Hera just. Oh, wait, Hera dropped the thing. Or something crazy. Something crazy. I just saw him go back online. Oh, yeah, he left.
Hera's back with crisis averted.
Like, how can through the official Gold Rush 1000? I thought, like, literally, he owned the gold.
There are other accounts, aren't there? Like the bot accounts that probably
No.
Oh,
own
yeah,
the
because
gold.
I would really want to know if that was actually counted, how much gold that would have earned. Crazy. Without slings, of course, like Nimino and the Super Bowl have received.
It seems like, although you were joking about the settings changing or not changing, Emin and Hera are quite up for playing CBA, so we could see uh, that appearing as a game 4 or something.
Hey?
They're both, yeah, they're
It's
both
best of
chatting in the
5,
game
right?
room
Or is
saying
it best? Yeah, it's best of 5, isn't it? So, like,
no, they're saying, oh, we'll just mod the settings. It's like the Noobs of AOC tournament where they have freedom of map principle, where they
Yeah.
can just play what they liked if they wanted
Yeah.
to. They're turning Huns Hour into CBA.
That's incredible considering it's an RM tournament, but like,
I'll
go
have
for
to
it.
cast that because I don't have a clue what happens in CBA.
Exactly, I
That's
have
all
no
the mystery.
idea like how you even cast CBA. I literally, to me, I would just. It's like to me like DM a little bit. Like I don't want to say DM is CBA, but like to me, I'd always speak seeing death. Like okay, I was like, and I see another
Kellen's gonna
30.
hunt you down for that.
Exactly, I see another 30 paladins dying. Like, oh, that'd be disrespectful to the DM. It's just that I'm not. I don't. My understanding of it's very short. It's just like oh. Lots of units being spawned. Well, good thing is 10 seconds to go until the Spectre is gone, and then we're going jumping into the game any second. And of course, knowing me, I'll probably be the last person to enter, so... Oh, well, out of the two of us, so it's not like there's a big choice.
Are you
Alright.
in?
I'm in! Woo! I get so excited but just getting into the game room. That's the level it takes for me to get excited. Just getting into the game room itself. Anyway, so it's game number 3 of Legacy of the Huns bronze match final between Hera and Emin, which is playing under the name of Fox Valentine, and with me, of course, is SMB. And well, score is 1-1, game number 3, and well, you know what? It's Huns. Didn't see that one coming, but take it away, SMB. What have we got?
Well, I'm just looking at Hera's map, and it's almost as if the game was trying to push him away from the map, like he's a super bureau or something like that. Because all of his stuff is just pushed up in the top right-hand corner, and then he's completely open at the front. I mean, he's got some walls that he could do far away, but he's just so wedged up in the north corner with all his wood lines and even 2 of his sheep up there, and like mines and stuff. And it's just kind of a weird map generation, what I'd say. Although potentially could be very safe with kind of a couple of walls on the left-hand side. And besides the kind of stone, he can almost, on the far right, he can almost ignore the right-hand side of his base as long as he doesn't let Emin just kind of run around wherever he likes.
Yeah, it has got a pretty odd map.
It's just strange. It's just a strange looking map generation. I think Emin's got a really nice map. I mean, look how kind of like wallable on the left-hand side, and then he can just protect wood and gold in the back, and then just one small wall on the right-hand side, and he's got another wood and gold pretty safe. I'd say Emin's got a really defendable map here, apart from the kind of hills at the front of his base. But equally, Hera's like pretty decent as well, I'd say. So I don't think that we're going to see a game where players are kind of having to deal with raids from like all directions and cavalry archers running around all over the place. I think both players will be able to kind of close it up, and it's going to be a bit of more of a cagey game. This one, I don't think we'll see a game that's over quickly like the last one. Although it obviously depends on like execution. Obviously, we saw the last game where Hera just didn't have enough wood collected basically to put his buildings down, and he lost as a result of that because he spent too much time walling and didn't have villagers on lumber camps.
Yeah, it was even that last game. Like he started walling up the very far left-hand side of like the palisades, and I thought to myself at the time, I was like, okay, he's walling, and I thought, now I'm thinking back even more. I'm thinking, why did he actually wall that left-hand side? Because it was so premature that I don't know. It was like wasn't even necessary at that point. Just stick a spearman on your wood line if you're that worried, sort of thing.
I mean, if you're going to invest in a wall like that, you better finish the wall. And the like closest point to his base and his economy,
yeah, I know,
never got finished, and Emin got in and idled wood.
But anyway, the good thing is, it'd be very difficult for Hera to wall up his entire map, so hopefully he won't be spending much time doing so.
Emin pushing deer again, which I don't actually see if Hera's got deer. They're right on the way in the middle of the map. I mean, he could potentially push them to his mill. Look at his sheep.
Did you see
well.
the sheep?
Look at
Oh,
sheep.
wow. Wait, can they actually get out of that? I think they can.
Yeah, they can. There's a one tile corridor
tile
in there.
gap. That is
But
lucky.
Emin could find them instead of Hera
Yeah.
at this rate, if you look where his scout is.
He might actually. But I mean, like in some respects, Hera's actually quite lucky that is not actually a closed up like bug sheep
Yeah,
situation.
is Hera going to find them now? He's right there, but I thought he was going to go forward, but I think he's going to get them. Yeah, he sees them, and he's going to be thinking, what the hell? What are they doing there? But it's good that he's found them, because if Hera down 2 sheep and Emin pushing deer would be a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely right. Yeah, he's actually
that's quite crucial that he found them.
Damn, those deer are close. That's good. That's pretty good for him. Yeah, so Emma's gonna get loomed before clicking up, of course, to go up to the feudal age. Pretty much all standard stuff. I won't expect Emin to do much crazy walling either, as he made that comment of "I hate walling." Because I tell you what, if I see one bit of stone wall from him in feudal age, without proper good reason, I will be on his case. I'll be like, Emin, dude. I think even Hera will be quite funny. Oh, only as a joke, really. But like, mate, didn't you just say?
Yeah, interestingly, it's 22 pop scouts for Hera and 21 pop scouts for Emin. Like we saw both players go 21 the first game. In the second game, Hera went 22.
No, Hera went 22 last game.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I mean.
Oh, sorry,
like
sorry,
21,
my bad.
21 first game, and then last game Hera went 22, and we thought maybe that was because he was because of the amount of walling he needed.
Oh, look at the scout.
He needed to do that.
So close.
But Hera's decided 22 again this time, so Emin's just going to be that bit faster.
Just delete the back. Oh, okay. I guess I wasn't happy with the barracks placement in general, but it's fine. Just lost a bit of wood over it, though, to be fair. To be fair, something you don't see really every day. It's like, I go to delete the barracks like that far in. I guess it's only like 10% or so, which isn't exactly a big deal. It's like 20 wood, but to me it's like 20 wood. Can't believe he's done it, but it's fine. He wants to make sure he's actually got some good presence on the map with his buildings, of course. It's fine.
But the second villager coming in is kind of making Emin not so keen, but I think if that second villager hadn't been there, then he might have been going for that villager, trying to stop the barracks going up for a few seconds.
We're just trying to delay it. Yeah, he had to do it basically. And it's fine anyway for Hera. Not much time lost because he's got to use 2 villas to build down that stable anyway. So, and now his scouts put up and start picking away at that scout of Emin's too.
Yeah, and Emin had already lost HP on the scout from the TC, so he didn't want to lose his scout like that. But look at that wall coming up for Hera.
I'm not on his point of view. Let's just go to his point of view. Well, what? Oh, good.
He wants to basically create a ring around this left-hand side with the gold and everything, which will work quite well because he's securing so many resources if he's able to basically just keep this small opening on the right-hand side of the TC. And
yeah, that's fine.
Just have everything safe in the back.
He's just all he's trying to do, I think, is just funnel in that where the army's coming from, sort of thing. He's like, okay, I want you to come through here, basically, not anywhere else. It's fair enough because his wood line's quite far away and it's quite exposed at the same time in terms of back wood lines go, so it's fine by him. I think that's acceptable. But meanwhile, though, it's like 3 scouts coming out and of course another forward spear. Emin likes doing this a lot. I mean, it's not like the most uncommon thing in the world in Home Wars, but second time in the row, he's gonna start sending out this spearman forward and aggressive. I mean, I think that's probably the common thing as well when you're doing 20 bill pop up, 21 pop up ideas. So that's how the cookie crumbles. Oh, loses one scout though. Oof. A couple of jabs thrown in too.
Every single scout for Hera is kind of half HP, but then one of them is just nearly dead, so it's hard to see how this is going to go.
Oh, just pick it up. Oh, 1-for-1 trade there. That's okay. A-okay. It's just a really annoyance though. If I was into Hera, it's just really annoying. You know, like you just deal one spearman and then another spearman comes forward. It's just like, oh, for the love of God, can this end at some point? I think it has now, but
yeah, I think all that's the initial scout skirmishing has done is kind of just.
Oh, we got a sub from Lunith, by the way. Lunith has subbed. Thank you. I haven't got my browser thing up because it's short notice, so sorry, but I just saw in the chat, so thank you for subbing, Lunith. Good to have you on board. Sorry, go ahead, SMB.
No, I was just saying that the only end outcome of the scout fight is that it's just bought both players the briefing room to do their archery ranges. There's just like no threat to the economy from scouts. Yeah. Both players just preserve a few scouts to keep with their archers when they actually get them. But Emin's just that tiny bit faster again with his archery ranges. We saw that in the last game.
Oh, yeah, just a little bit faster every time. Yeah, it's looking pretty good for him so far. And also, to force away all these scouts from Hera. Good job here so far from Emin. Second range just coming down now for Hera, but all is lost. I think Hera. Sorry, go on.
I was just going to say, I think Emin's just that bit faster because he did the archery ranges first, and then he's starting to do some walling. Like he's prioritizing military and a bit more the potential to then get a bit more map control by delaying the walls. Like maybe we're seeing Hera walling up just a bit earlier than perhaps is necessary, both in this game and the last one.
Yeah, just a tad early, and it's starting to show, like it was in last game in particular. I don't think it's as big as it was last game in terms of the walling front in general, but of course it's still something though, nonetheless. And I'm actually gonna get the bloodlines done right now. That's an interesting call there. 2 ranges and a stable. 2 ranges and stable. It's all sides up. Black as well, and then third archery range now coming down for Hera at this point. And as games go so far, actually, in the series, this is probably the most passive game we've seen. It hasn't been pretty gun-ho from either side. They've been picking at each other with scouts here and there, but it hasn't exactly been like full throttle like we saw. I think it was in game 1. That was pretty intense stuff.
Well, Hera did completely wall his map then.
True. That was true.
I don't think it's been passive so much as both players have wanted to kind of make something happen, but they've both been pretty even. Like every single engagement, like they both had, say, 3 scouts and a spear, or they both had 4 scouts, and it's just kind of nobody wants to commit to the fight.
You got a pause, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Sorry, I used to have a problem with like when it paused or something like that. Like the game was game crash or something. I can't remember now, but it used to be really annoying. So I'm like really paranoid when it like pauses. I'm like, is it a pause? Is it me or what?
Imagine my paranoia after the
map. Man, I know. I know exactly what your paranoia is like.
Previous days.
You would have sleepless nights over this sort of thing. So quick build count right now, 35, 34, but they're both doing wheelbarrow at this point. But Hera's was actually slightly later in doing the wheelbarrows. So actually, Emin's actually on top of the build count by at least a couple of bills, if you think about it. About 2 bills, I would say, he's ahead of, which is surprising.
Yeah, I was going to say, in that fight, I liked Hera's position more because he had more archers, but he had fletching as well, which is a huge deal. So he was able to just wipe out everything that Emin had. And he's now gonna... Neither player's got any scouts left on the field, but Hera with 5 archer advantage could pick up another couple now. Although Emin does have fletching done finally.
Wait, is your game going for you now?
Yeah, I'm on 1930.
What?
Well, near enough.
Oh, for God's sake! This is like last game where like it was paused and it wasn't. I tell you what, I don't know what it is, but for some reason
every time they pause, we get completely desynced.
Well, it's not even desynced. It's like for me, it actually stops
working.
Honestly, in a second, it will unpause and it will just race at like 100 miles an hour. It makes absolutely no sense. I'm really sorry, guys. Like this is just
every time I pause, it just breaks the speed of the game. It's like it stops running at the proper speed. Even though I don't touch the speed settings, and then when you pause, it just never unpauses.
Okay, there we go. Now it's sorted itself out.
I'm at 2038.
I don't want to say it, but perhaps it's Google service, Kappa. Oh, there we go. There's the fight going out right now. And that was actually a very nice fight there from Hera. That was really well played. Right, there we go. Alright, I'm now up to 20
Emin's up
minutes.
to Castle Age first.
What time are you at? I'm at 20...
21:15.
Okay, I'm catching up, it's fine.
Emin's up to Castle Age first, but Hera's got double the number of archers at this point. In fact, no, there's only like
Alright,
15
I'm at
second difference in
21:30.
Castle Age times. Yeah, that's great. Stay there.
Sweet.
Just run at kind of normal speed and stay there.
Alright, I'll go down to what, 50?
15-second difference in Castle Age times, but Hera's got more archers at this point, 6 more. And he's the one trying to break down the wall and try and get into Emin's base. But with Emin's archery ranges are right there, and some of Hera's archers are at home, so I don't think he'll do too much damage. He'll get pushed away.
No, it's not a replay. It's just that apparently my game wasn't running, and then like it started running, so it started catching up. So the guys in the screen chat are wondering what's going on. Oh, this fight's not going very well at all for Hera. Oh, this is suicidal. Oh
Yeah.
God. Oh, this is bad.
I think it could have gone fine, but the ranges were there for Emin, and
Yeah.
he switched from archer production to just do 1 round of skirms from his archery ranges, just to do 3 skirms.
That was beautiful.
And that kind of evened up the military
I
disadvantage.
just turned
that
it
he had
all
at the
around,
time.
to be fair. I mean, it's still like, Hera's still got more numbers in terms, despite that huge loss.
Yeah, it's turned it to even, pretty much, I would say.
And I don't understand why he committed to that fight. He must have thought, okay, like, because he went in, and then if I was him, like, he's in Carter, I was like, well, I would just backed off. And then, like, but I think he must want to commit to try and take out what he could. I don't know. To me, it was a bit of an odd thing, but there you go. Oh, no, not even Castle Age yet. So, no, there you go. My theory is completely bust. Like, I don't get it. Just a poorly committed fight, I think.
Yeah, I think it was a case of, like, if the skirms hadn't been added, the 3 skirms, then it would have been basically a dead even fight. But, you know,
It's not a good fight again.
there's never, like, a kind of... At this stage of the game, you want to lose your army even if you destroy all of your opponents. I mean, I don't know, it's kind of hard to say that, but this could work out quite nice with 1 knight moving in, if Hera's able to micro down a few crossbows. Obviously, knights are so vulnerable to +2 crossbows to start off with if they don't have +1 armor.
Well, I don't see any knight.
You don't see a knight.
Nope.
25 7.
I see 2 knights down in the stable. I was thinking about Emin, and I was like, are you crazy? I was like, what? I don't see anything.
God.
Okay, it's fine. It's me
like
being
the Call of
blind.
Duty.
Yeah, that knight coming out now is doing some good job there. Just gonna cause some annoyance, provide the meat shield and all that business. We'll go down though, I think. Ooh, saves at the end. That was nice.
Emin like going harder into CA, which is what we saw in game 1, because he's got earlier bloodlines and he's producing CA just a tiny bit earlier, as well as an earlier ballistics. But he doesn't want to be downhill from that number of crossbows, because that's still one-shottable with the hill advantage. But yeah, it seems like a kind of a trait that we've seen in this series. I mean, the last game didn't make it to Castle Age, but Emin seems to just kind of not quite go so heavy on the crossbows and try and transition to cavalry archer faster.
Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah, like, I think it's like a nice high because I think he really likes the mobility of these cav archers. Basically, I think that's what he really tries to aim for. I think in general, and I mean they can be really useful, but. Again, this is the map where Hera's like practically walled up to the point where his base is like Fort Knox to get into. So, and this micro, oh my god, that's incredible! Look at that! Stick top of the hill and just picks up all the crossbows and most of the cav archers at the same time, and now it's got to fall back to his own base, just with like 20 crossbows. You got to give him that. S&B?
Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit confused because I think we're out of sync again.
Sorry, I thought I heard you like in a really big echo. I don't know. It was probably just me. It's fine. Anyway, though, Emin's got the Blood Ballistic Dart in the Thumb Ring too. He's actually he's got to basically wait for that to be done up, and then probably looking to find out engagement. Yep, he's going to try and do that now. But just too many numbers coming out right now from Hera actually. Now a tower coming out from Emin at the same time. I thought Emin had TCs down at this point, but because of those archer ranges he had to put down as well, wood count will definitely be effective.
Yeah, Emin's actually flowed 700 wood, 800 wood now.
What?
But he doesn't have the stone, so he has no stone.
That's really weird. Big fight right now though, and that's a really good result there for Hera. Picks a couple more villas at the same time too. Actually loading to TC 5, looks like he's trying to take it out with the cav archers alone. And even then, wasn't like the best of results for him. Just manages to hold on, but lost a couple of villas and put a tower up. And as a result, I think that came up well for Hera, really. just in terms of
Yeah,
economic
I
advantage.
think it's great. He's plus 10 on military. He forced a tower from Emin, which means Emin needs to get the stone, and he's now got gonna have 3 TCs before Emin's even starting to build his second one. whilst
Look at
having
this!
military
Oh
as
my
well.
god, he's just chopping them up. And this is with the fact that Evan has stun ring and everything, like, and now getting leather archer armor at the same time. And I think actually probably Hera's probably got done thumb ring too, but nonetheless, I mean, it's looking awful.
It's all just looking so messy for him, and it's like, look at his backwood line, it's really badly microed as well. And like, he's like lost access to some of his farmland, dead farmers on the front. His gold line is really inefficient, like he's struggling to hold on at this point.
And so look at the build counts as well, 52, 59. As you said, Hera on the 3 TCs. Have a quick look at those. One, main one. Second one by the extra gold, and the third one next to the extra gold as well on the wood lines as well. Beautiful TCs too. Getting the most out of them. That's really good for him as well. And now, I think Emin's realizing the problem he's in right now. I think he has to go for like this all-in strat right now. It's going to put another archer range down.
Yeah, 6th archer range. Yeah, he's reading the game situation and realizes he's in trouble. He's basically just an all-in.
He has to go for an all-in. But this wasn't like game 1 where it was more evened up and everything. This is a different game style right now. He had the second and third TC down by the time he had the 6th archer range. This time though, Evan's just only on the 1, so really has to make something out of it. Like even more so than the first game, like crazily wise. And even then, I thought he had the first game. And there's that
just forcing that tower was so important for Hera because it's just forced Emin's hand in because he's just so late with TCs. It's almost like I'm not going to bother with TCs. I've got to just go. But he's just going to struggle to do that because he still has less army.
Yeah, he has less army, and now Hera's going to get the thumb ring too, which just makes it even Stevens across the board. Just say like, good luck there, my friend.
Upgrades, but full upgrades.
I'm really worried because now Emin's going to go off and try and do some raiding. And now Hera might just go back and defend it. But at the same time, though, I mean, because of the lack of TCs, like, Hera could just walk straight on in with, like, half the army. Which is what actually I think he really should do, actually. And just raid. Just, like, Emin hasn't got any extra TCs to cover the eco.
I feel like base trading when you know you're ahead is a bad idea. I don't know. I think because he could still lose so many villages if Emin gets in. I think he'd rather just be a bit more cautious and just continue to cement his advantage.
Well, looks like he's being a bit more aggressive though. He's just going to cut off the production line coming out from Emin right now. Sticking to the hill once more. Meanwhile though, Emin's going to try and punch through his palisade like a nothing, which is exactly what he's going to do. And you can already see here right now, Hera's already reading this already. Put some build inside a TC. Make it all A-OK. The wood line is going to be exposed though at the back, which is pretty big news, but wow, even saved that village at the end. He really wants these builds so desperately. Wow.
Look at Emin's gold, bottom left. Oh, he's just building a mining camp there. He's had like 10 villagers idle and then 10 villagers collecting gold, and it isn't even a mining camp and it's walled in.
Oh, meanwhile though, looks like Emin is finally starting to make some progress. Hera's coming back to defend, of course, right now. He's going to bring the reinforcements from his arch range as well. Try and take care of this. Actually, they're just patrolling there. Oh, bring the rest into the fight. Safety's always better in numbers.
I think
he's going to win this though.
Yeah, I think Emin just so far behind now.
I think he was targeting the lumber camp. No, he wasn't. No, the lumber camp's a full HP. Alright, okay. I was going to try and give him some reprieve there by saying it. But no, he just got absolutely just destroyed there. That's just crazy.
Pretty sure that the advantage is just becoming insurmountable for Hera.
Yeah, it's getting
15 CA lead, 20 villagers. How many TCs has Emin on? Just about got into his second.
Yeah, oof.
It's just going to be Emin's going to have to be a miracle work to pull this one back.
We'll try and take down that siege workshop, but actually focus the villager. The villager is going to get sniped. Nope. Actually going to live. And taking to the hill as well. Emin's got a good position for this fight. Could get a good couple of villas. Hera has got better numbers though, but the hill is so important, and this is just not a good fight, I don't think, for Hera at all. Lost a huge number there, really, in comparison. I mean, he's still ahead numbers-wise. Oh, but I don't think Emin should go down the hill. Like, just don't lose the advantage of the hill. That wasn't a good idea, I don't think.
I think Hera traded okay there because I think the difference in army size was preserved throughout the fight. Whether that was because he was imagining to keep up more production whilst the fight was going on, I don't know. But
Most
I think
likely,
it was
yeah.
okay.
It wasn't the end of the world, but I think it's much better, I think, for Emin in that respect, just because of the fact that at the same time he got that next TC up on the wood line, he got the siege workshop up as well. It's fine, but oh, Hera's
Look at those skirms if Emin notices at least. Hera clicking up to Imperial Age though, and Emin has 50 food and doesn't have more army than Hera. That's hugely ominous. If Hera preserves his army through the next few minutes, then it's just going to be. He's just going to be in such a dominant position. And he could pick up this gold. I don't know if he knows about it. If you look at his CA going to the gold on the left-hand side, he hasn't scouted it yet, but he may do. CA have gone idle. No, he's just...
He's probably took the other gold, actually.
Scouting info, actually. He's just using those CA to kind of scout and maybe just hope he finds something at Emin's, because he knows he can defend at home with just those skirms until the siege appears, at least.
Oh, yeah, so, yeah, until the siege appears, the Bastion and the Mangonel comes out.
He's got his own Mangonel just in time.
Oh, get some free shot away. Love it.
Dodgeball champion for Hera.
He is one dodgeball champion of Legacy of the Huns. Oh, well, there you go. Actually, what I realised, I kept that Mangonel. Okay, it does slip still. It's about to say. If it went down, then I'll be really annoyed. Okay, it doesn't go down. But actually, it's still a decent fight, though, for Emin, actually. Just take out the majority of those skirmishes.
But in the meantime, Hera's parked his CA in the reinforcement line of Emin, and Emin's units have been streaming from the archery range.
Yeah, it's not helped him at all whatsoever. But still, there's still a decent fight, I think. Oh.
Yeah, but those CA, now that the main group CA is coming back, they can take on a Mangonel pretty easily, and Emin is about to have no army at all.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
So, Emin, no army, Hera Imperial Age. GG.
Yeah, well, we said that like in game 1, and yeah, actually, Emin was actually in decent control of the map at the time, but this is a completely different scenario, though.
This is different.
Yeah, this is completely different, of course. I mean, there's no castle fort, or there's no actual, like, gold, starvation or anything like that, so there you go. So Hera's gonna get the scale binding armor. Actually, it looks like he's gonna try and transition them to a few more hussars and stuff like that.
Look at where he's dropping the stables.
Right on the outside of that third TC, I'm assuming.
He's actually Emin's trying to build a farm there. Like, is the farm there?
That's pretty funny.
Oh, the mill, defensive mill from Emin. He's been studying too mad, bro.
It's like, quick boys, defensive mill. The answer to my problem. Oh dear. So Hera's going to get a brace of chain binding armor coming in right now. Cat Ram also thrown in, but this hill's still pretty important right now, actually. If Emin can keep control, at least to some degree, maybe get a castle there, maybe be in a good position. Hera also building a castle, apparently. Oh, there those are villagers. We'll have a quick look at where they're going to go. I think over here, right next to the stables that have been dropped by Emin.
Emin has deleted the castle before Hera's villagers could get there. Obviously, he doesn't lose the stone, but that is funny. Look at Hera's villagers go idle.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. They're going to just stand there.
The foundation was deleted.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's like whoever's villagers get there first.
That's quite funny.
Wins the foundation.
Interesting, nonetheless. Actually, the crazy thing is that Emin's actually up on the military numbers. He's actually just holding this position really well. Now he's getting a hand tie. He's got scale binding armor coming in. He's coming quite heavily in this castle age still. And there's no way in hell he's getting to Imperial Age in the near future. But if he can still whittle down these numbers bit by bit, then he's still within a shout, to be fair. It's just
what I would like...
Yeah, go on.
I was going to just praise Emin for is the fact that he was 1 TC versus 3 TCs for so long. We've got to pause, right?
Yeah, I got to pause. Which means I'm going to be paused. Like, tell me when you start, because
Okay,
I probably won't have started.
I was just going to say Hera on 3 TCs for so long when Emin was on 1 TC, and yet Emin was booming his heart out, absolutely. And I think he's on 5 TCs now, and he's actually got the villager lead, which is just insane, because he was behind by about 25.
We all know the motto, right? As is on the Taffel quotes, right? When in doubt, macro it out. Like that's. Well, even though I just said like in the beginning of this, like, oh, he's gonna go for a big push track.
Okay, my game has started like 5 seconds ago.
Oh crap! Mine hasn't moved. Like, I don't get it. Like, why does it not do this? Like, it's so annoying. So you've got problems. I've got problems. At least that my stream still runs. That's the good thing. Sorry, was that too soon? Sorry, guys. I will catch up in the next minute. I think it might be the spec delay or something. Like, I think it generally is like a minute 30 after like it's even unpaused. It's like, oh, do you know what? No, we're not gonna run until I decide to run. So
I'll just tell you what I see right now. Hera has the army disadvantage again. Like Emin's just taken a fight on that hill that they've been kind of engaging on quite a lot in the middle of the game, and adding in knights with +2 coming in, and he's got the army advantage.
This is so annoying.
Well, did have, although Hussars starting to be spammed by Hera from all those stables on the right, and as much as Emin's done a good job of booming this out, he's got a precarious next few minutes to survive without the Imperial Age technology that Hera has.
This seems like a longer pause than last time. I'm sorry about this, guys. I have no idea what this has decided to do. It's like, you know what? No.
Have you tried clicking the like pause and unpause?
Oh, I've done
buttons?
that like 50 times now at this point. I'm like,
Okay.
get me going. Like, it just like randomly sorts itself out, or maybe Taft's doing it. I'm not too sure. Like in terms of like unpausing it for me, I have no idea. Because, like, I've never had this problem until today. Like, it's the only problem. Oh, there we go. I'm back and going. It actually most might be the tournament browser, I'm not too sure.
Okay, I'm at 49 minutes.
How freaking weird is that? I'm sorry about that, guys.